Hello there, my name is Adam Lang and I am the marketing manager at Summit Communities. And I'm just going to take the opportunity to create a few videos to share with you just to kind of go over how our company operates and what the foundation of how we do that is structured. And you're going to see this word a lot, EOS. And EOS stands for Entrepreneurial Operating System. And it's basically a business model, a structure that we focus our entire company's decisions and actions, and just everything that we do is centered and focused around this EOS model. And I just want to spend a few minutes today going over the 6 key components of this model. There's going to be other videos to follow that'll go in more depth on some of these other pieces that I'm going to briefly talk about today, but just going to create a short, quick video for you guys to go over this overview of the model. So as you can see, there's 6 quadrants. All 6 of these are very important and key to taking Summit Communities in the right direction and being successful. So right off the bat on the top, you're going to see one that says vision. And vision is basically just strengthening the company through getting everybody in the organization 100% on the same page. That's both where we're going and also how we're going to get there. With vision, we've basically got 8 questions that we've got a leadership team that basically meets quarterly and helps steer the entire company in the right direction. And we, every quarter, go over these 6 key components and we answer specific questions. So these 8 questions, and again, we'll talk about this later on, but it's basically what are our core values? What is our core focus? What is our 10-year target? What is our marketing strategy? What is our 3-year picture? What is our 1-year plan? What are our quarterly rocks? And what are any issues that are going on? So don't need to remember all of that, but that's what the 8 questions are. So again, that's what vision is. If you move over to data, data is basically meaning it's cutting through all of the feelings, the personalities, the opinions, and the egos, and really boiling our organization down just to a handful of objective numbers that give an absolute pulse on where things are. There's a quote that I think really applies to this, and it's, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. So through EOS, we have a scorecard, we have different measurables. One example of this is every single person on the entire company has a number, and that one number is something that we develop with that person so they can always know that if that one number is being hit, it's being achieved, then we're going in the right direction for that person, for that department. Everybody has their own number. So again, that's just one example of data or a measurable that we have to help push everybody on the same page and in the right direction and towards the greater goal. The third one, I'll do this on the left now, the top of this 6 key component is people. And people is simply put, we can't do our company, no company can be successful without having great people. And this means surrounding ourselves with great people, top to bottom, because you can't achieve a great vision without great people. Just one quick example of this is having the right people in the right seats. It's very important that we, on a frequent basis, look at all roles in the company and ensure that not only are they the right person for the job, but they're in the right seat, they're in the right department. They're doing something that they're passionate about, but they're also qualified and skilled to be successful. Sometimes we have to move a person from one seat to another. Maybe we first hired them for one role and just realized that they're, the right person, but they're in the wrong seat. So again, people is a huge component. I think it's one of the most important out of all 6 of these. And at Summit Communities, we do a really good job with focusing on this and ensuring that we do have the right people in the right seats. Excuse me, if you go down to the one down from that, issues. So basically, issues is strengthening this component means, becoming great at solving problems throughout the organization. Setting them up, knocking them down, and making them go away forever. We create a list or a set of issues every quarter with the leadership team, and we basically make sure that that issue is clear, we understand it, we're able to identify it, and we're able to solve it. So by getting these issues out on the table, that allows us to really identify who might be best in our company to help solve that issue. So issues, again, are another that are very important. Bringing that up to the forefront and really having everybody communicating and on the same page and understanding what the biggest issues are at the time, so we can make sure we're achieving, solving those. Now we're going to go over to process. So this is the secret ingredient in any organization. It's something that we've been working on for several years, and we're continuing to work on it. It's something that probably never gets 100% perfected, but it's something that we're always working on improving. Process, basically, this means systematizing our business by identifying and documenting the core processes that define the way to run our business. We need to get everybody on the same page with what the essential procedural steps need to be, and then we need to get everybody to follow them to create consistency and scalability in our organization. So the two things that always are very important when we talk about process is that the process is documented and it's followed by all. If that doesn't happen, the process isn't going to be successful. So process is very consistent across our company. There's big processes and there's little processes, but they're all important. And I'm going to go down to the traction, which is the final one. So traction is also the name of the book that our whole EOS system is based off of. So traction is an EOS branded topic. And it basically just means it's bringing discipline and accountability into our organization. If we become great at execution, we're going to be able to be successful. So, we take this vision that we talked about, these 8 questions, and we basically, bring it down to the ground and we make it real. We, identify these 8 questions with the entire organization, and we make sure everybody understands them and everybody agrees and is able to, again, follow them and help scale our company and be successful. So with traction, there's all kinds of different things within our traction playbook. The couple that you see there, rocks in meetings, going into this in much more detail later on, but rocks are basically quarterly goals that we set for us. So a rock is something that is specific to one person, and it's just a goal that they're going to achieve and complete within this next quarter. So by the end of the year, they're going to get some big project done. And a rock is something that's bigger than a goal. It's bigger than, something that requires more time than just a task or an activity that might just take a day to complete. It's a bigger thing that's, again, taking us towards the right direction when it comes to some of these other 5 quadrants, these other 5 components that I've been discussing. And then you're also going to learn a little bit more about meetings. We've got weekly meetings called our L10. We've got quarterly meetings. We've got leadership meetings. There's all kinds of very organized and scheduled meetings that happen on a regular basis that keeps the entire company communicating and, again, aligned with what we've established as our EOS model. So I'm going to leave it at that for right now. This is just a quick overview, but we're going to be going into more depth into some of the other aspects of EOS on future videos. So stay tuned. If you have any questions, again, my name is Adam, and you can reach me at alang, A-L-A-N-G, @summit.community. I'll leave my contact info in the show notes. Talk to you soon.